Hello everyone, Gen X Fusion here, giving you another video of some gameplay for Dauntless. And basically, this video is going to be a little bit different. I'm doing an Umbral Escalation 10 through 50 with two hunting partners. And what I'm doing is just going to do some brief commentary on what happened with this particular escalation hunt. Unfortunately, well, I won't tell you exactly what happened, but I made some mistakes when I was choosing my loadout for this. And what I basically didn't do was I didn't take into consideration that both of my hunting partners might not be up to par in handling a 10 through 50 Umbral Escalation. And so the loadout that I chose, instead of using a support loadout where I was going to be a +6 medic and also using my legendary repeater that I got from Agaris, which is basically the repeater that revives people if they go down. I ended up doing and making a decision just to go in and try to do a lot of damage. And so that decision alone affected the outcome of this Umbral Escalation. And so without further ado, we'll get started. And right now what's happening is that we're doing round one. And as you can see, we're taking on a Hellion. So with that, I'll go ahead and make commentary here and there. But that was my first mistake. And it shows right here when I'm trying to revive one of my hunting partners, Kaya. Because my speed in reviving is slower at +3, I wasn't able to revive this person fast enough, and then I was always on the defense as a result. And it could have proved really costly, because then both partners went down, and I was playing defense most of the time because I did not have quick enough medic speed to be able to revive them during the time we had these little minions attacking us. And so both of them ended up having to use one of their revives, which proved costly. Now on this part over here, you'll notice that before I can even attempt to revive my hunting partner, I had to dispose of one of those little minions there, because I realized that my revive speed, my medic was at +3, not +6, and I realized that I wasn't going to be able to revive them fast enough before those little creatures attacked me. It was right here at this point, when I was typing this comment, that I realized my mistake in terms of the loadout that I chose. And it was at that point that I knew that it was going to be a lot more difficult for us to get through these next 3 rounds as a result of me not choosing the right loadout. Yeah, the other two, I know they have their own accountability as well. But when I take a look at the decision that I made, I knew it was going to be tougher, and I knew that I had chose the wrong loadout at that point. It was during this segment here when I was trying to revive Koi Kakashi 432 that I realized that we were going to be in for a very challenging time in the later rounds. That was a beautiful knockout of Strike by Kaya. And that was a great knockout by Koi Kakashi 432. At this point, as I'm typing this message to Kaya, I've come to a realization that ever since Dauntless updated into this new, this new season of Halloween and Thanksgiving, my guns had not been firing correctly. I was noticing that my guns were starting to stop in mid-fire, even though I hadn't let go of the trigger, and I would have to take a second to release the trigger and then press down on it again in order for them to start firing. This still occurs to this day right now, ever since this last Dauntless update. At this point, I was taken by surprise by the splitting umbral globes, and as I ran over and tried to destroy them, I knew I wasn't going to do it in time. And at that point, I also knew that we were going to get our health points reduced to 1 point each. And my mistake here was I should have healed quickly after the first wave, because by not healing, I ended up getting taken out by Kashai, and then it cost me a revive.
That's one behemoth that won't prey on these islands again. And its energies will only help you in the next battle.
By the time we had hit round 4, there was some good news. The good news is that we were already at 37 escalation points, and we only needed 3 more to make it to the final round against Thrax. The bad news is that this was round 4, and we were up against Charog and Nezaga, and I also knew that this was going to be a very, very tough round for us. As we entered into the 4th round, one of the things that I find irritating is when Dauntless has this specific angle. The 3/4 angle that I'm used to is gone, and so what's happening is that my firing angle is now straight ahead, and it is very, very difficult to make an adjustment to this. So the only way for me for it to have it go back and revert to the 3/4 angle that I'm used to was to let the behemoth strike me a few times, and then eventually it would revert back to the 3/4 angle. I don't know why Dauntless does this, but I hope they fix it. By the time we completed round 4, I already knew, getting ready to enter the final round against Thrax, that some of us had used our revives already. Some of us had used one, and then I think some of us had already used 2 revives. And it was at this point that I knew that I really would have wished that I had my +6 medic perk along with my Agaris repeaters equipped, because I knew that that special legendary revive that my guns would have had I brought them, could possibly have played a role in terms of how the outcome was going to be. By this point, I knew that both of my hunting partners had most likely ran out of potions, healing potions, because I was noticing the frequency that they were starting to go down. And I was also noticing that the danger level was now over 62%. I was trying to hold out hope that I could carry them. By now, I knew that we were going to fall. I saw the danger level approaching 100%. I also knew that both my partners did not have any healing potions to help themselves, and there was going to be no way I was going to be able to revive them. In spite of the fact that we did go down, I do admire the fact that both of them held out as long as they did during this escalation. So I pay full compliments to Koi, Kakashi 432, and to Kaya. You both did a wonderful job. Hi viewers, remember to subscribe, like the video, comment, and click on the little bell to receive notifications of future content. Have a good one.